Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the SMU head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Mustangs ready to kick it away first. Out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So Notre Dame's offense will go to work first. There you see the explosive Aeneas Williams. Both these teams love to keep it on the ground, and they have guys who can carry the load.
And man, oh man, if times change, where you're seeing two senior running backs go at it, right? Like back in the day, oh, you got so many hits, you got so many takes on the body. Well, NIL, these guys are getting paid a little bit better. These two guys, been around the block, Palmer. We know who they are. We know what they are. And I know this means a lot. Who wants to show off the most and say, hey, wait a minute, we started talking about NFL draft? Remember, I showed this guy up. Like, our team won, I had the better day.
Yeah, and both of these guys are going to get their touches in this game. Make no mistake about it. Both offenses are predicated on the ability to control the line of scrimmage and run the football. And what I like about these two guys, they are home run hitters. Don't blink. It takes one play, and they can go the distance. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. So SMU's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Raiola. Taken in by Smith on the right side. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. And the Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Raiola to the air again. Turns it upfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll run it with Caden Durham. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. 4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? 4th down, Raiola. Touchdown, Mustangs! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. At midfield, he's got room.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The run inside. It's Williams. He's got enough. Breaks into the open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He's looking to pass. Finds his big tight end. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. From the gun. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Irish! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Might as well run him again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Right at the line. Turning it on. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. The play fake, Raiola. They're all over it. Gets rid of it.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interceptions. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's Raiola to throw. Just barely got rid of it.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Hauls it in. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. We've played 1, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Raiola to throw for it on fourth. Gives it the big stiff arm. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Mustangs have this offense rolling. The give to Caden Durham. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Throwing Raiola. Right side, it's Durham. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this.
Grabs it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Mustangs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Mustangs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So an 82-yard drive there, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, we thought this guy might be a big weapon here and a big part of what the offense was going to try to do. And you've seen now, early in this game, they're going to him a lot. That's already his 5th catch. Defense can't cover him. He's such a big target, and you know this quarterback's going to keep looking his way.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Under pressure. A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Finds his man on the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Out wide right, it's Barres. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. Pushes ahead. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. tight end finds a soft spot. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Extra point here will tie the game.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Play action with Raiola. Open on the right side, that's Smith. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Raiola to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, those are those balls where you trust your wide receiver to go up and make those plays. So many guys now played hoops for so long, big bodies, long arms. Those are the ones when they get their hands on it, you want them to come down, secure those catches, and make those big plays for you.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. There he goes. Touchdown, SMU. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Left side is Coleman Williams. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with a look at Virginia Tech, taking on the number 4 team, the Miami Hurricanes.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Got his man. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's a give to Durham. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Trying to convert the 3rd down. Here's Raiola. Makes the grab. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On the move. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
Raiola throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Turner. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Raiola. Right side, it's Durham.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here come the Irish back on offense. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Just feeds the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Straight ahead, it's Danzy. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
Caden Durham again. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the play fake, Dylan Raiola. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Part of being a defender, especially against the pass, is you got to see where that receiver's going to and when he sticks his foot in the ground. You could tell when he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew it, broke on it, swatted the ball down, and made a nice play.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Breaks into the open. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Zelzaran wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Flanagan. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man,
and it'll be intercepted in the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Raiola to throw. Out wide right, it's Durham. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So 1st down will open up the final period. To the air, it's Raiola. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
3rd and 6 yards to go. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Reels it in. defense to stop him in his tracks. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Raiola. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The give is to Williams. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. 2nd and long here. Wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches, Palmer. Nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Each of these teams has stumbled just one time and now trying to fight to the finish and avoid taking that second loss. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A pair of one-loss teams, and they know that that second L can put them in harm's way as we battle here in the final minutes. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Each of these teams has stumbled just one time and now trying to fight to the finish and avoid taking that second loss. Maybe a crease. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Throwing Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Smith. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to Caden Durham. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Raiola. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Raiola to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Rush is on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left? Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his... out of bounds.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Perez. Finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Wants to throw again. Look out. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Run ends there.
Yeah, we don't have many plays left. You know, the clock winding down, we got to make something happen. These kind of plays are just crippling. They will absolutely ruin what chance you have to push the ball down the field later on and save timeouts. And so we got to get that engine going here.
Gets away from one, finds room. He'll work his way down to the 28. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Well, they haven't called his number too much tonight, but that time coming up with a huge play down the field for this offense.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got him quickly. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Second down to the air. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Touchdown Mustangs! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Mobley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. First play of this drive. He wants a big play here late. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top on second down. Oh, pressure's coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Bettis. He picks up the first down, scoots out of bounds. They got 18 seconds to work with. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships.